right, guys, welcome back to the Tattooine Collector Club. I'm here with my partners in crime. I'm here with my man Dean. I'm here with my man Jay. I'm here with my man Eric down the end. This week, we're going to talk about something a little bit different. I know this is the Tattooine Collector Club, but there's another portion of collecting that we haven't touched on in previous episodes, and that's tattoos. Yes, tattoos are also part of collections. Mm-hmm. And if you've ever been tattooed, especially some of the stuff that we get, it can be pretty addictive. So, you know, I remember like when I started getting tattooed 10 or 15 years ago, I just wanted geeky shit. And I know the guys on this couch all want geeky shit.
No.
And there's been an explosion.
That's right, buckfudders.
There's been an explosion in this, especially in this country alone, of comic-inspired tattoos, and I feel like it's been within the past 10 or 15 years. So that's what we're going to chat about tonight. We're going to talk about tattoos. We're going to talk about geek-related tattoos and how geeky comic culture has inspired tattoos in general. So let's open up the floor. Who wants to start? Jay is one of my artists here at Tattooine Body Art. So Jay, let's. He's got more geeky tattoos than I got. So
what? And a limp dick.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Apparently, not anymore. I don't even know, man. I mean, it has come up as far as tattoos go, but like I think what the main focus or the reason why all these tattoos now are coming to be, in my opinion, it's you and I, like people our ages that are now financially set to get tattoos, but they're still like, dude, I want all these Rugrat tattoos. That's the shit I want. Right. You know what I mean? Like I want the geeky shit. Like I want the fucking Captain America, the Hulk, the Spawn, the Venom. You know what I mean? This is the shit that I want now because it was what I grew up on. Mm-hmm. And I think that's where a lot of it comes from. I mean, you don't see little young people, give me Iron Man on my arm. You know what I mean? Right. It's people our age that are getting these tattoos. So for me, I'm grateful for it because they're fun shits to do. It's what I grew up with. So it's like every day just doing some shit that you love. It's like talking about it. And we always have like the clientele that you see that come in and even like people are like talking to this guy. Like, come on, he got fucking Thanos on his arm. Like, it's fucking shit. Yeah, there's all kind of Mickey Mouse. Come on, man. I love Mickey Mouse. I mean, Swamp Thing over there.
Too.
Yeah, got the shitty Eagles, but that's what everybody has. I fucked up and got my shit when I was younger, and
yes, you did.
You too.
Yeah, me too. I do have.
By the way, me and Jay started tattooing out of my kitchen, so yeah, don't tell anybody that. Just between me, you, and the other 20 viewers we got.
It's like 45.
Oh, okay.
It's double.
There we go.
Yeah,
sweet.
Slow build. It's like WandaVision.
Slow build.
There is there's two kind of generations too of like people getting tattooed. Like Jay was saying that me and him growing up, so we're me and him will tattoo each other all day and get Motu stuff and geeky Spawn shit and all that kind of stuff. But there's a whole other generation of kids now who are all getting to the age of being able to be tattooed. And now we're seeing Pokemon and what's a lot of the anime stuff you like.
Oh, dude.
Dragon Ball Z.
I love
it seems like there's an influx of like all these new. I don't know much about Dragon Ball Z.
No, he doesn't. Not a fucking clue.
Grokan and Grogu and all these fucking jerk off fucking.
Grogu's the Mandalorian.
I know, whatever. Fucking. He's got Gokan or whatever the fuck his name is.
Gohan.
Gohan, yeah.
Goku.
That dude, the fucking yellow ape dude. What's the yellow ape dude's name?
Grape Ape.
So we got like kids now that are all have jobs and they're getting older and they say, "Yo, man, I want a fucking Goku on my neck."
Dude, you know what's gonna fucking suck, right?
What?
Is the kids that are now kids and we're at the end of our careers still tattooing, they're gonna be getting fucking Peppa Pig and shit. You know?
I would do a Peppa Pig. I don't know.
Let me get a
fucking Peppa Pig.
Right?
Yeah, there's because they don't have shit. But there's also.
Oh, dude, stop.
Let's forget that shit ever happened.
Fuck. That was all.
But there also is like there's the factor like I remember when I was getting tattooed in the beginning. Like Jay, you were getting tattooed way before I was. But I remember I got this Captain America tattoo years ago, and I remember people saying, "You're gonna get what? Captain America?" And it sounded crazy to people that I was gonna get a superhero tattoo. I'm like, "Fuck, dude, that's what I love." Now it seems like since the Marvel movies and all this stuff has come out. Everybody wants Marvel tattoos. Everybody wants comic-related stuff. Like, I'm doing comic stuff almost fucking weekly, sometimes daily. Like I had 5 last week. So like there's definitely a lot of people that are looking at it as it's not such a weird thing to get a comic or geek related tattoo.
It's more badass now to get the comic book related tattoos. Like back then, badass was fucking tribal. I hate fucking tribal.
I know everybody's covering tribal up with Spawn.
Yeah. No, it's Spider-Man. It's
Spider-Man, sorry.
The turd Spider-Man.
I mean, so yeah. I mean, this is the, I guess, the tribal from back then. You know.
Well, I met Dean and Eric through tattooing.
Yeah.
So we've all become friends from tattooing.
Yeah.
And Jay as well. Like Jay's tattooed Eric and Mike, our camera guy behind. I got to give a shout out again real quick. The big Chewbacca behind the camera. Mike Christine. There he is.
Yeah. I think
You all get
with me, I think people like my age, Eric's age, because we're closer to age than we are to you
Shout out to
guys. And you guys are closer to age than
Always digging at our age.
No, I was just saying, like we look at the comic books that, like, even just the 4 of us in general, because you're only like 8 years older than us. Like the comic books that we grew up with are so iconic compared to the stuff like pre-Crisis. If you're going to talk about DC, like, The Dark Knight Returns and just like the Long Halloween, all that Batman stuff that we got, and the Death of Superman, and even into the early 2000s, with Flashpoint, all that stuff. It's just there's more reasoning, and I think more of a love for comic books now. And the movies always help too.
Oh yeah.
There's more of a love now and wanting to get the stuff because there's more of a attachment to the stuff. You know what I mean? Like I love Golden Age and Silver Age and Bronze Age comics as much as the next guy, but like when Crisis happened with DC, I mean, I wasn't born yet, but like I have only ever read post-Crisis comics. You know what I mean? Of course, I've dabbled in the old stuff, but for me, it was always post-Crisis.
The writing's better now than it was then.
So it's like that's all I really know is post-Crisis. And even with Marvel, I really didn't get into Marvel until like the early 2000s. It was just X-Men really in the 90s for me. So it's just there's more of an attachment to the stuff now, and especially with the art, because the art is 1,000 times better now than it was. And that's no offense to the artists that came before, but like
not just the
Jim Lee. I mean, come on,
the color,
Jim Lee and stuff like that. I mean,
the digital age has changed comic books forever.
Yeah.
So which has also helped tattoo artists. Like like hell, you get a great photo reference as opposed to a shitty photo reference.
Right,
It's great.
So mostly question for you guys is, what do you guys prefer to draw with now? Like pencil and paper or the tablet? Like, because I see you guys both use it. As artists, what do you guys prefer? I know it's easier to do a tattoo maybe on a tablet, and then you guys can print it out and do your thing. But as artists, what do you guys prefer to, like, what gives you guys more of like a better feel, or should I say, or like a...
I mean, as an artist, of course you're going to stick to old school. Paper and pen is going to be where your passion is, but I feel that it's just quicker nowadays just to do it on the iPad. It's how I feel. I mean, what about you?
Yeah, I like to feel a pencil and draw it on paper, and then I snap a picture of it, and then I draw it on my iPad and Procreate.
Yeah.
So I know I get my balls broken by my buddy Chris51, who always says, "Yeah, you used to fucking draw everything and render everything on paper." Well, I feel like I can do more on Procreate. I feel like I can do a lot with stickers and stuff that I do. I feel like I can undo things, I can try things, I can experiment with colors.
Yeah.
And also that helps with tattooing. Like yesterday I was tattooing a Baby Yoda tattoo, Grogu.
That looks good too.
And thanks, man.
Yeah.
And I snapped a picture of it half done just so I could Procreate a colored outline around it. I did 3 or 4 different renderings before I actually decided on which color, and I showed her which color. What do you think? What color looks good? Because I kind of like to do the bold outlines.
Yeah.
And that tool alone has helped me figure out shit before I try shit, and that shit don't work because I've done that too. But yeah, it just gives you like another tool in your toolbox, and that's it. I mean, I know you draw like quite a bit, Eric, and like you made prints and like stickers and stuff, and not tattoo related, but you draw geeky stuff too.
Yeah.
It's almost like everything is connected, like whether it's art or tattoos or whatever, it's all like...
And, I think maybe eventually one day I wouldn't mind trying to learn, like how to tattoo or do something like that. I think ultimately that would be a good, like, at least even try, like, side hustle. I mean, I look at Jay a lot, right? Like, I know you don't, originally you didn't start doing this full time.
No.
You have a real job, like a real full time. I'm not saying tattoo isn't bread, like don't think that, or anyone who does it for a living, because it's a job. But like Jay has like a real, like he has like a 9 to 5 type kind of job, but he hustles and he like does the tattoo thing, and he's good at it.
It's more of a passion.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's not work when it's something you love to do.
And that's,
you know what I mean?
And that's what I've been finding a lot lately. Is with my drawings and stuff, and like I bug you all the time. Well, it's not bugging you, but like you're there to help me all the time.
Bugging you.
Like, I ask him questions all the time, like what am I doing wrong? Like how can I do this? How can I do that? And like it's been helpful a lot. Like just from our conversations alone, my drawings have turned around a lot better.
Oh yeah, big time.
So like, I just think for me as a kid, I used to love picking up a comic, reading it, and then going, well, how did they draw that?
Mm-hmm.
Then I just started messing around as a kid, and then I just stopped doing it because I was an idiot. And now that I'm getting older, and then thankfully the pandemic hit, and I was like, well, I'm stuck at home. What the fuck am I going to do? I just started picking up a pencil, and I got a cheap-ass sketchbook.
I jerked off.
I started drawing again. And then it just kind of took. And then I started painting. I've never painted in my life. I mean, I have a Slimer painting that I thought was kind of sweet. Like, so, I mean, for me...
What I just got out of that is he jerked off a lot, and he's thankful the pandemic hit.
Because a lot of things that happened are great. And by the way...
Sorry, everybody.
By the way, the pandemic was great, because I also still got a bonus when it was $10,000.
Hey now!
Hey now! There we go.
I always encourage people to draw, man. I mean, me and Jay had a girl in here, Ruth, who drew that picture for Jay, like an amazing artist. And she actually lost her father to COVID and stopped drawing. And me and Jay was tattooing her, and me and him, you spend hours with people, and we made sure to impress on her that you need to pick that fucking pencil up.
Pick that shit up. It'll get you through anything.
It will.
Do you know what I mean? And
artistically, you gotta fulfill that part in your life that's missing. And she was enjoying something and stopped doing it because she lost her father. And I'm like, dude, me and Jay, how long did we were talking to her about it?
I think the whole time I was tattooing her, we were talking about it, and I just kept emphasizing, like, listen, at the end of the day, you need to pick that pencil back up. Yeah. I mean, you were happy doing it. Maybe it's something that'll help you cope with it. And she finally did. And literally, me and her had a connection as far as talking about Venom and stuff like that. And she realized how much of a Venom fan I was. I was like, dude, I said, I want you to draw me that Venom. And literally, I think it was a week later, she comes in here and boom, I got this picture of me, half Venom, half. And
I was blown away. I remember she dropped the picture off and he wasn't here. And I my jaw dropped. We showed it in a previous episode. I think it was in episode 2 maybe.
Episode, I think
it was a Spawn episode.
It was a Spawn episode. Yeah. I literally couldn't believe what I was looking at. And we've had some really cool people drop off some really cool shit to this shop just as gifts. That was one of those ones that was like an emotional thing.
Yeah,
I still can't. I couldn't believe it.
And now she's a cool people, comes around all the time, you know what I mean? I think she was actually supposed to go out with us the last time we went out, but I think she didn't have a sitter or whatever. But now it's like she's a friend more than just the clientele. And I think that's one of the biggest things between all this is like you start making friends, especially with collecting. There's more collectors out there that you don't think are collectors, and it's like they're everywhere, man.
100%. And even like the people that come in the shop, I mean, this is me and Jay's shop here. But when people walk in here, there's 2 reactions. The first one is usually people who don't collect that go, what a bunch of fucking nerds. And then there's the people that get the fuck out of this place. Then there's the people that come in and truly get it. They saw the sign, they say Tattooine body art.
No.
But they look around and they can't stop looking at everything in here. So the collector aspect is definitely vibrant in this place. But it's what we like. It's the shit we grew up with, and I think it inspires tattoo art. And I see like the stuff that you wear like on your body and you wear on your body, and we wear like it's just grown into this other billion-dollar industry that I can't believe that we're all a part of. It's super cool.
Yeah, it is.
And it was brought to you by fucking comic books and sci-fi.
Look at some of the other guys in that, like, you're friends with, right? Like, like you said, Chris, he does another thing, right? He does Headbangers Con. Like, that opened up a lot of doors for him, too, for his tattooing, and he met all these people probably through tattooing. And same thing with you. You've met tons of people. You sat down with a bunch of different people. probably, look at Jerry out there at, Kickstarter. He has like a whole bunch of crazy stuff going on out there. I mean, all you guys do all these kind of cool stuff, and you guys
X.
X
X out Sacred 8, man.
Fuck you.
I got something coming from X that, he posted up on his site, man. I mean, he hooks me up a ton with like comic books and collectibles.
I mean, in the message.
I
need to know what he's actually got in the shop.
He's been.
I know he's got stuff I need.
He started talking about some of my drawing stuff. Like, he didn't know I was really drawing, and then we're friends on Instagram, and he's all like, "Oh shit, dude, you got some pretty nice stuff. Like, why aren't you doing more of this?"
Yeah.
He's a phenomenal artist.
It's amazing. Mm-hmm. Can I tell you a story about X real quick?
Oh, no.
So me and Jay were working a show in Philly last year before this whole pandemic hit.
Fuck the pandemic.
Yeah. Oh, God. I missed those shows.
It's almost over, man.
Almost over. I think so, too. The first show I ever worked with Esteban, I'm going to call him X, but Esteban. It was the first show I ever worked with him with the Geek String Tour, and he was
excellent sex.
He sure does.
He's gonna give it.
He was like, he didn't have anything booked for that day, and he was walking around with a giant sign that said "Free Hugs." Is that what it said? Or
yeah, I think it was. Or no, shrugs. Shrugs.
Free shrugs. And he was just like,
he's just walking around going,
dude. And he got, and then like something like it said hugs on the other side. He got so many fucking hugs between him and Chris DeSellett's kids. Kid like walking around with that sign. It was like a big hit, man. It was so funny.
What show was that?
It was a Philly Wizard World show.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Which was an epic failure.
Yeah,
there was no fans.
Dude,
there.
I think I got like 5 or 6 of his prints that day too, because they're just cool as shit.
Yeah.
And that's another thing.
That
you guys get to do like those kinds of things, like Comic Con and stuff, and tattoo people there. And that's a whole other realm of just taking your art to be around other artists and just tattoo people like us, it's
fun to see, like, when you go to a show like that, you see how many fans are in it. Well, one, the fans that haven't... 2 minutes? Okay. Fans that have never seen an actual tattoo being done before, because it's a different type of format. It's not a tattoo convention.
Yeah.
But so many people are actually there, and they're like, holy hell, like, is that a real tattoo? I'm like, oh, fuck yeah. I'm not I'm not kissing their skin right now. I'm not dipping and ripping right now.
One person sitting over there like,
it's fucking real.
So that's our show. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Remember to check out TeePublic for our merch, and we have a whole bunch of different Spotify's, Apple, different podcasts going on. Hope you guys enjoyed it. See you next time. The links for everything is in the description below.